So, hi, today I'm going to be ranking my freshman college classes on the tier list. So, I just finished recording this video, right? And I realized I didn't even actually record my screen. So, I'm like, I should do this again. But that's okay. Anyways, for background information, I'm a biology major on the pre-med track. So, this is basically like bio major, STEM major, pre-med edition. And yeah, these are the classes that I took my freshman year in college. Now I'm a sophomore, so like once I finish my sophomore year, I'm gonna do like this whole tier listing again before my sophomore year. I'm gonna start off with this class was basically like humanities, and oh yeah, I should mention like how I'm gonna break down the tier list. So with the ranking here, S 10 out of 10 will take again. A, I liked it, like it was pretty solid. B, alright, like I guess I was there. D, did not look forward to. And F, never again. It's gonna be based on like the classmates, the professor, the actual course content. Will I take it again and why? The first class of humanities one, it was I guess, small class of about 20 people. I loved it. It was like eye opening. I learned stuff. It was philosophical. It was also like a little reading heavy. The beginning of the semester, I think I was able to like keep up on the readings, and like as the as the semester went on, I was like, ugh. But I still like, I did great overall in the class. So like 10 out of 10, like I'll take it again. I loved the teacher. I loved my fellow classmates for the most part. It was chill. Next class is nutrition. I was that one person who actually liked health classes in middle and high school. It was also like a one credit class, so like no homework. It was pretty chill. So overall, I'll take the class again. Next class, this looks like writing. Yes, it is writing. So all freshmen have to take a writing class. So like my class reminded me of like a high school writing class because we're all freshmen and it was about 20 people. But still, I love it. Like I made a few friends. The professor was like understanding, kind. All the good stuff was also funny. But I liked both the teacher, the students, what we actually learned. It was like writing class, right? But like the specific topic was something about identity. It was called the language of identity. I was like, yeah, I want to take that because like I've been fighting demons about my personal identity recently. So overall, granted that was a writing class and like writing isn't my strongest suit, but like I'll take it again. Like during our last class, like we were all sad. It was like emotional. I mean, like no one cried, but like we were sad that like the year or the semester had already gone by and it was time to part ways. Anyways, the next class is chemistry. This is I took the Gen Chem sequence, so this is like the first one. So chemistry was the one that like, oh my gosh, I don't hate it. Despite my grades, I ended up with B minus in like both of them. But that encouraged me to like try harder or find different ways to study that worked for me because that was like my eye-opening moment at college. I was like, oh, the classes won't be easy anymore. Like I'm actually gonna have to struggle and work hard and find ways of studying that work for me. Like, I was like constantly getting an average of like 60s on the quizzes. It was also like opening point when I was talking to other like STEM majors or like bio majors, pre-meds, who would be like, chemistry, am I right? So it's general chemistry, but I actually kind of liked it, like learning about how things work down to like, the chemical level. And in a way, like there's sort of like a loophole. Your lowest exam gets dropped, lowest lab score gets dropped, that kind of stuff. And you also get participation points. That that did come in close, not gonna lie. But overall, I give it like a B. It's alright, like I guess I was there. Next class is statistics. I feel like it's one of the more useful maths. And I'd taken stats in my senior year of high school, so it wasn't like completely new. And since I took it like my first semester freshman year, it's basically like a review for me. I don't have to like focus on the last few weeks because that's when like I zoned out in high school, so I didn't really remember much. But overall, for me, it was almost like an easy A. I guess I was there because I don't remember like any memorable or good moments that like stood out to me, to be honest. Anyways, like next class is biology. This it's like a it's like an introductory biology class, but it was focused more on I don't really remember much to be honest, but I remember genetics, photosynthesis, Krebs cycle. It had lab and discussion. It was basically my major, and I really peeped game locked in when we were talking about genetics for real, because that's why I chose to specialize in. So I'm gonna give it an A tier. Like, did I like lab? Not really. Because like I would feel like in both chemistry and biology labs, like, I feel dumb compared to like everyone else. Next one is Spanish. A little background. This was like a second level Spanish class. And I had taken Spanish from kindergarten to sixth grade because it's like the mandatory one that everyone takes. And from middle school to high school, I took French. However, I tried to like maintain my Spanish. I was doing like Duolingo and like a few other language learning stuff. However, it's like much harder to learn a language on your own. We don't have like deadlines, homework, people nagging you to like doing that kind of stuff. So by taking a Spanish class like in college, that kind of forced me to really pay attention and focus and all that. I should have taken like a first level Spanish class because like Spanish classes, I mean college classes move way faster than like high school or middle school would. And so I was able to keep up and still get a good grade at the end of it. But like I should have taken first level class, but I loved the professor. I loved my fellow classmates, and I made a few friends and still see each other from time to time. Like, we say hi, all that stuff. Like, we have each other's numbers. So I just I liked it. It's pretty solid. And next one is French. So like for my major, we have to be proficient in a second language, and I chose French because I've been taking that for what, like 6, 7 years now. And it was basically like kind of like high school, like small class, about 20 people, and it was basically just us like learning more vocabulary words, some of the tenses like future, imperfect, passive composed, reviewing stuff, that kind of stuff. I never learned tenses in English. So that made it, like, even in high school, that made it harder to learn the tenses in French because they'll be talking about something like passive composed, and I'm like, what's that in English? You need to tell me like the translation in English. So you have to give me examples so I could like actually know. Overall, honestly, I have to put it on a B tier. And teacher is decent. Classmates, I guess we're also decent. Like, I don't talk to them. I don't think I really talk to any of them outside of class. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put it in the B tier. And this one is like general chemistry too. I took in the spring semester, which was basically a continuation of Gen Chem 1, and it was harder. Because let me say that I took chemistry the year that COVID happened in high school. I wasn't really paying attention to like the last few months of high school chemistry, and in college chemistry, we sort of like dove right into what we learned towards the end of high school chemistry. So that was like a shock. I have to put it like B tier. Okay, this is also the class where for lab, it was 5 of us, right? And I feel like 5 people is like too much for one lab group because like the other 4 people, like they were actually smarter than me. Like they were getting like 80s, 90s on the quizzes, and I was actually getting like 60s. So I felt like a slow computer. Like, how sometimes with a slow computer, you give a command and like it takes seconds or minutes for it to like actually process that command. That's how I felt. I'm so sorry to like my lab partners in that class. Because like last class is ballet. It's a 1 credit class, and we met like twice a week for I think like an hour and a half. And most of the other girls in the class, they had taken ballet when they were like 4 or 5 years old, so like a little something. Whereas I was like completely new to it, and like overall, I think I'd have to give like a B tier because it just didn't live up to my expectations. Because I was always thinking that like it'll be fun. I'll be like Jessie from the Babysitters Club. Overall, like, man, I think that's my complete tier list. I might move stats up to an A tier. Like, it is useful, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it is useful even in both like other classes and in like real life. Like, yeah, I'm gonna have to put in the A tier. And this is my overall tier list. But that's all for today's video. Like, thank you for watching if you made it this far. I think I sound tired. I mean, I woke up a few hours ago, but I haven't really spoken much. So, do I sound tired? I don't know. Like, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe because that makes me happy.